Second down now after the incompletion. So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. A huge play there for the Jets. 66 yards. Five yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Teddy Bridgewater, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have made this a one-score game.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well-organized, well-coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Start the drive on the ground. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down. They send Parker in motion left. They'll send Parker in motion right. On 3rd and short, Drake. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll run with Gore. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On first down, Tannehill steps away to his left, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll bring it up 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Let's go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Ellis with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Tannehill hands to Drake. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. A handoff right. It's Gore. There goes Frank Gore. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Frank Gore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. A first half update now from Philadelphia. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. No back out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. A
battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Clemson, Cordray Tankersley. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They send Parker in motion left. They'll get it to Drake running left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They send Parker in motion left. They'll send Parker in motion right. A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, how about our conversations this week? With him, it's pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can trot out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter up in Minneapolis. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Second half begins with a run by Crowell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Crowell. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. 30, the 20, 10, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his second touchdown on the season, and the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A give to Drake running left. Stays on his feet. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to the ground, this time with Gore. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a handoff for Drake. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Dolphins on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Play clock winding down. Play action. It's Tannehill. And he finds Stills complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. This is Drake, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run with Drake. And he's got some space here. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. The Dolphins on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Gore. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Checking things elsewhere. 3rd quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Running, it's Drake. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
On 3rd down, Drake. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. On is Nick Novak now to try the field goal. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Back now here on EA Sports. Novak out now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On the counter, it's Crowell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Back to throw here. Going up top. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards. 1st and goal from the 5. They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Let's go.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. 2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Teddy Bridgewater with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Brandon Oliver now on the return. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right around the 26. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 10 yards still left on second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Drake. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On third down, that's Drake. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Dolphins going on fourth. It's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught by Clive Walford. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete on the trickeration. Maybe time to put that play on the back burner for a while. That was nearly a disaster. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And tough starting field position here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Right back to Drake. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 6-yard line. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. In motion left is Amendola. On 3rd down. That's Drake. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's Brad Wing now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is brought in at the 21. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Checking the NFL scoreboard. They're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. On play action, they'll throw. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A gain of 32 that time. They'll run it now with Robinson. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. red zone opportunity. Now Robinson to throw on second down. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Come on, let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively. And it'll be fourth down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the field goal means we're back to a one-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And now here's a carry heading left. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They send Stills in motion. Again, running right, Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They send Stills in motion. On third down, it's Drake fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it